Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Brushes and Bunnies, and in this video, I'm going to be showing you a tiny sketchbook tour. I actually never did a sketchbook tour on this channel. This is like my first official one, and it's kind of an interesting one to start with because I don't typically draw in this format with a little sketchbook. I typically have like a regular A4 size sketchbook and even larger sometimes. I have yet to complete one, so that's why I'm waiting to show you guys this. But I received this tiny sketchbook in December for a Christmas promo at my local art store, and I got it for free actually with a purchase of like, I don't even know, it was like 40 bucks or more at the store, and I got this sketchbook for free. So I decided to just start filling it in, and I actually forgot about it like halfway through the month of December, and I found it recently, and I decided last night to just try to sketch as much as possible and fill in every single page. The first few pages are actually drawn in December, and then the rest of the sketchbook was literally all drawn last night and this morning. So everything else was drawn within a 12-hour period. So let's take a look. This is the first page. I was going to do a tiny sketchbook challenge video, but yeah, this is just going to be a sketchbook tour. So we've got a couple drawings. You can see 27th of December. And yeah, I don't know. I was trying to do floral. I'm really not good at it. And I was just playing around with some compositions here. It's really not that great, but yeah. Here are a couple other girls. I was starting to try to play with marker, but I realized that the marker was actually coming through the other side because the paper is so thin. So the majority of these sketches in this book will be just with graphite, unfortunately, but I think it is still pretty. Here are a set of eyes that I also did in December. And then we're going into the drawings that I started last night. So the first one here is like this little vampire character. I also did marker work, but it was coming through on the other side, so I gave up halfway through, which is why it kind of looks a little bit strange like that. But I think she's still quite pretty, and I like her facial expression actually. So I didn't draw anything here because of the marker. And then I have another sketch here of a woman, and she's a little bit of a, I think she was mixed race. I was using a reference photo for this because I do want to try to use or try to draw more different types of races. So she was a little bit of a mixed race, but I loved her features and I tried to emulate them. Also her expression. Here we've got 4 women. She's probably the worst one, but it's because of the angle of the head. And these sketches I did were like 5 minutes or so each. I tried to draw as quick as possible, and I tried to get different kind of expressions, different races, and different angles of the head as well. So it's mostly a 3/4 view, which I really love drawing in. But yeah, I tried to get different types of like elements all in this. I actually quite like this one, except for her, but I mean, I think it's just her mouth could be like redrawn maybe. But I was kind of limiting myself to not erasing as much as possible. Here are a bunch of noses. Noses are something that I really need to improve on, so I was just like sketching all kinds of things. I did find a really helpful reference online on Pinterest. I'm gonna link it down below in the video description, and this is basically like I used this to draw these noses, and I think they turned out really sweet. I really like them. So for the rest of the sketches, I did try to apply these like noses to my portraits. I have to try to, yeah, get better at drawing them. Here we've got some lips. This is another thing that I really need to draw better or learn how to draw. And I really love this. I really like this page, or these 2 pages. I think they're so cool. Different types of like smiles, smirks, pouts. The only thing I didn't draw are like the frowns, but maybe I could do that in a different sketchbook. Here we've got some eyes. Again, I'm not great at drawing eyes, but I was trying different styles of eyes, different expressions. This one's kind of weird here, but I was trying to draw like manly eyes and like a nose, but the proportions are totally off. But I decided to keep it. No erasing, so he looked kind of funny. Okay, we've got some guys here. So he was like, I was actually trying to draw Tom Hiddleston? I forget how to say his last name. I was trying to draw him. Didn't really turn out to look like him. And then I drew him. He is one of my favorites. I love the side profile, and I just really like the dark features and the angular features of him. He's a pretty cool character. Here we've got different characters. We've got a little like Hawaiian kind of girl, and then we've got like some, I was picturing like a Jamaican kind of guy with dreadlocks. I tried to draw a beard, but it didn't really turn out. I still think he's cool though. I think he's quite cool. He's like a chill character. Facial expressions, trying to draw people smiling. She looks kind of creepy, but yeah, I don't know. I kind of like it. I didn't go into detail with like the eyes or the shading or anything. I just wanted to work on the expression of the mouth, for example. And I think that the mouth turned out pretty good actually, because I literally never draw a character smiling that much. So this was pretty cool. I really like her. I think she's kind of cheeky. She's really cute. I might consider doing her as an actual portrait. I love her hair. I love drawing big hair. It's one of my favorite things. So here I decided to draw it vertically. I guess that's the way to say it. I've got a princess or a queen up here. Again, trying to work with different facial features. She's much more angular. And yeah, I don't know, I'm trying to adapt, like try to draw different faces, different features. And we've got this one here, which she's also really pretty. She reminds me of a mermaid. So here we've got some anatomy, and this is something that I'm practicing on a regular. I'm trying to figure out, like my problem is figuring out like exactly when to start drawing a specific part of the body. So you'll find these references online that help a lot. So you've got like the head size here, and basically you can like measure. So like you've got the head, you've got another head, you've got another head, and you've got another head. And based on this, you can map out where parts of the body will appear or where you have to draw it. This is just like anatomy. So this usually helps me a lot when I'm drawing anatomy, and I just did a like skeletal recreation of it. Kind of cute. We've got some more characters. She's like sitting in a field of like wildflowers or wheat or something. I don't even know. We've got a male character here. Some ear practice. A kind of handsome elf character. Played around with some vampire characters. I tried to do the mouth, which I'm really bad at, as you can see. But then I tried to like apply it to different scenarios of like faces. This one doesn't look that great, but I do like her shape of the face, like the face shape that I drew. And then I find her really cute. She's adorable. Okay, he is a total fail, as you can see. It looks really bad, but I decided to keep it and not erase it because it's just like a nice reminder. A lot went wrong in here, but that's totally fine because I was trying something new in terms of like the angle of the shape and like the hand and the posture. This is a totally new like dynamic pose for me. We've got another character here, which I think he's kind of cute. He has a nice little smirk on his lips, and yeah, I think I could have elaborated a lot more with the shadows, but very, very quick sketch. I really like these ones. So I'm playing a lot with the angles of the head, so I'm trying to get different like angles going, and also background work. I'm not shading as much as I should, but these are quick sketches. But I do like the way that she turned out, and especially her eyes. I think they're very cool. And we've got this one here, which again, she kind of reminds me of like an evil villain, same as like this one, which is why I like them. I love villains. Villain characters are my favorite in any like film or storyline. And this one has to be probably one of my favorite spreads. So we've got eye practice. I'm trying to draw different styles. I really want to improve with the eyes. I want to find a specific characteristic of eye shape that I would adapt to my own style. So I was trying different types. You're probably going to see that some of them look like manga almost. But I did want to stick to the realism kinda. And not do so cartoonish. And then whatever I learned here, I adapted to her. So I think she turned out very cute. I really, really like her face. Got some more characters with big hair. I tried to do like an afro, but it didn't really work out. And then her again, she has just like big hair, but again, the focus was mostly the face. Fail, just flowers. I cannot draw flowers for the life of me. So I just did simple outlines, and then we've got another character here. Playing with some butterflies, some moths, and I drew a character with butterflies on her face. Here we've got some different body postures, so again, using the head, like the proportions. I did draw different types of like characters and views and poses. So I think this is pretty cool. It's actually a really good exercise to try. It'll help you get more flexible and more dynamic postures. So this is a really nice practice to do in your sketchbook. And then the last page is also regarding heads, different angles of the heads, and yeah, just different things. I could probably elaborate. I'm gonna continue in the sketchbook. I only have a couple more pages left, but I was so tired I just couldn't draw anymore. So I was like, okay, I might as well just film this and I'll show you guys my current sketchbook. But yeah, this is my, within under 12 hours, what I was able to accomplish. So I think in general, a tip for you guys is to get yourself a sketchbook and try to fill in each of the pages with different types of topics. Something that I really like to do, as you can see, I tried different parts of anatomy, for example, and then I tried to tie it all together in a portrait. And it's just practice, and to not worry about so much about the shading, about sort of the background, about anything else, unless that's what you want to practice in. It's just trying to bring things together and just quickly doodle, quickly draw, and just focus on the character and the expression rather than getting lost in the finer details. And I think that once you start to do this and you quickly sketch in your sketchbook, you're gonna find that you're gonna create things that are really nice and are really beautiful. And as you progress, you're gonna get better and faster. So I would highly suggest that you get yourself a sketchbook and you try to fill in as many pages as possible with different types of characters, different parts of the body, maybe some helpful references like this, and you can basically look back on those and use it as a guide with your other drawings. So I think it's quite nice, and it's a really fun exercise to do. So that being said, guys, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you did enjoy it. Please do give it a big thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe for more art videos. Also, check out my social media, Instagram and Facebook, for regular postings of my drawings. Once again, thank you so much for watching. I hope you did really enjoy this video. Remember to keep drawing, keep being awesome, and we will see each other very soon. Bye!